Okay, today we're going to install a Jimmy jammer plate on a 2016 Ford F150 XLT model. I've gotten everything ready on the door panel, so it's a quick tutorial from here. First thing we're going to do is take off this top cover here, and you start by prying along this edge. It's hard to get out. Get a screwdriver behind the edge and pop it out. It'll make a loud noise when it pops. It's a good idea to wrap your screwdriver bit in tape so it doesn't scratch. There's what the back side looks like. There's those. Once you get this off, lay it aside. There's a screw right there that you'll have to bring out. It's a 7mm. You can either take it now or wait. Next thing we're going to do is take off this cover. I've already unsnapped it. Same thing. There's a little screwdriver placed right under here to get it started. Once you get it started, just work it out and you'll pop it off. It's rather hard to get out. There's got all these snaps on it, one up at the front. Once you get it started though, it comes out pretty good. Set that one aside. The next one is right under here. It's a little cover. There's some tabs on the bottom that hold it in place and some snap clips at the top. So start at this edge and kind of pry out the edge, and once you get it started, you'll be able to get it out of there. Okay, set that aside. Next is removal of some screws. There will be 2 screws, which I've already removed. They're 7mm. They're right there. There will also be 2 more on this handle. One there, also 7mm. Take those out now. Okay, next, once you've got that done, there's 2 more screws on the bottom panel down here. About right there and right there. 7mm also, you can take those out. Once those are out, you should feel the panel pretty loose. You'll have to then start over on this edge inside and start prying the panel away from the body metal. It'll also has the snap clips, so it'll make a loud pop when it comes loose. Don't worry, you probably won't break them. Just start working them out, work your way around the edge and get them all out there. Once it's loose, you'll be able to tell. And so get it loose, and then you're going to want a little box or stool. I use a milk crate. Just put it under there. It gives you something to set the panel on. Okay, I've already popped it loose. That's why it's so easy. Okay, now once you get to this point, you do have some more cables on the back side. And if you can move around here with the camera to this side, I have already taken those cables off, but I'll show you how to do it. There's 3 of them. This is your electric window connector. It's going to be up in here. Okay, there's a release tab right there that you have to press on. Press on that and then pull out holding the connector. Don't pull on the wires. This one is your electric lock connector. It also has a little tab on the bottom near the wires. You'll be able to see it if you look at it right there, and as you can see, it moves. It'll be up in this connector right here. Okay, that one. So you'll push that tab and pull straight down, and that one will release. Last is this one. This is your door handle pull. It will normally be sitting in here like this. To release this one, there's a tab below the connector right there, and it'll be on this side when the connector's in place. So basically all you have to do is move that up and down, and you'll feel it pop loose. Then you'll swing this out and lift up on it. It's a great way to do that. That is that. I'm going to set the door panel aside. And the next step will be to peel away this splash guard. Again, I've already done this. Just work your way around it. The tar goo should stay on it. You need to go down about that far. Now we're going to go into the door handle next. First thing we'll do, I've already removed, there's some tape over these. I do that to get more light in the door. I removed 3 places here. Okay, over here on the edge of the door, this is the door jamb. If you come around here, there's a little plug right there, which I've already worked loose. Pluck that out of there, set it aside. Your door handle is held in place with 1 screw from there. I've taken it out already. It's this one. It's an 8mm, I believe. And just work that one out. You can take it out now. Then on the back side of the handle, I will show you a sample handle that I have here. This handle will be sitting in the door that way from the outside. There are 2 nuts that you'll have to take off to get the handle loose. So here's the screw we just did. Take these 2 nuts off and you'll have that loose. What's not shown on this handle is the lock assembly. It's not on this one, but it is in your door. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is work our way around to the other side of the door, and we want to pop that handle loose so we can get we've got to unhook the lock pawl so we can get the plate on behind it. So just by wiggling it a little bit and push outward on the back of the handle, and then this way it comes out. I've already unhooked the lock rod, which I'll show you right there. It is. That's going to be stuck in there. What I do is I take a screwdriver and I force that into there and turn it sideways. That makes it bigger for the rod, and then as you're pulling pressure on that rod, it'll pop right out. Try not to break your tabs. Okay, once we've got that out, we're going to put our plate on. You can stay there. I'll show you the handle again. Now this handle would be in there this way. Okay, so we'll look at the back side. It's like that. When we put this in, we're going to come back from the cavity on the other side of the door. We're going to come in like this, like that, and then swing that up into place. This part right here goes on the back side of the screw like that. That gives it strength when someone starts pounding on that plate from the outside. The trick on this is to get this hole around the lock pawl, and to do that you'll need your key. Oops. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put the key in the door, and I'm going to turn that lock pawl so it's facing downward, and just leave it like that. Okay, now next thing we're going to do is get the plate over here again. I'm going to start on this side, and I won't show you this part. This is where you eyeball it. Get the plate up there. You'll see me come into place here. And we're going to go around there in a moment. First thing, like I say, is to get that lock pawl through that hole. I've got it. It's not easy to do as far as the maneuvering. You've got to be a bit of a contortionist, but it will go in there. Make sure that's down again. Okay, and as you get it in there, you will feel it pop into place. Go. Now, if you come back over here and look in this side, you'll see the plate right there. Get that in place and just hold it with your finger for now. And then I'm going to put the other end of the plate over the stud of the handle. And we're in place. You won't be able to see that. It's up in there. Okay. From there, the next point will be to put one nut on that handle over the plate and stud. Just do finger tight, doesn't need to be tight at all at this point. Then come back over here, put that screw in, and now you want to go ahead and snug that one up. Once you've convinced your handle is set flush, snug that up. Then you can snug up that nut that we just put on and put the third nut up above it. That will get the plate in place and everything else. Last thing you'll want to do is reach in there, find that lock rod we unhooked, and you need to do it by feel. It's hard to see. You'll have to snap it back into the lock pawl. Once that seems to be in place, test everything there. And now you can go ahead and start putting things together in reverse order. Work carefully, take some notes. You should be able to do this.